thought we'd take a look at this product. It's a reasonably new one. It's by Collonil. It's the Organic Protect Care, which is made using an olive oil base, which would be a very interesting eco product to try and see if it, what the properties of it are. I thought I'd give it quite a difficult test. So I've been doing these bookmarks and coasters based on my visit to the Chavet Gorge on holiday in the Pont d'Arc region of France, the Ardèche, and I've used some pigments to colour it which are a little bit fragile. So I thought it'd be interesting to see how the Collonil reacts as a finish for something. I'm hoping it'll be nice and gentle, but will still give some water resistance.
And I've done a tooling on the leather just from one of the depictions and tried to do a bit of the shading with it, just using finger painting really. But because these are a little bit sensitive, these pigments, and because this is going to be a bookmark, I just want to seal it. So I've got a little piece of kitchen towel here, so I'm just going to give it a bit of a shake and a spray. In fact, I'm first of all just going to put that underneath it, just so I don't get too much on my block. Now I can see it's going dark, darkening the leather, so it will be interesting to see how it, whether it discolours it when it's dry. So I'm just going to lift that off now and ball that up a bit and just let that kind of soak in. So I can see a little few drops sitting on the surface, but it's actually absorbing really well. It's gone into the leather really nicely. Now with any finish, really the benefits that you get from the finish are when you do the buffing. So the buffing is where you create that kind of seal and that water resistance. So we'll just give that a go. So buffing is just an action to take a sort of fast action over it, which is just going to work into any oils and waxes and give you this kind of sheen. Now I expected to get a little pickup from these pigments because they are loose pigments sitting on the surface, but I have still got some nice colour coming through. So you need to kind of go fast and do a fair amount. And you can go, you don't have to be pressing hard, it's kind of the light heat that kind of works over it. And the sheep's wool are good for this as well. I'm just using a piece of cloth. Now I can see, if I hold that up, I can see a really lovely sheen has actually developed on there. Maybe a little bit less on that end. Let's get back and focus. Sometimes when you're buffing, you'll find that your action is more across the centres where you're getting all the effort, and the edges can miss out. So just make sure you go back over those. And you can tell whether you've got it by looking for the sheen. Okay, now that's a good test. I'm just going to get a bit of water. And I'm going to let a drop fall onto it and see what it does. Let's do another one. This is a good way to test water resistancy. Now, hopefully you can see there, those drops are actually just sitting on the top surface of the leather, so I'd count that as a pretty good test. I'm just going to dab them off and see what happens. Yeah, the whole water is sitting on the top there, so I'm just going to wipe it away now. Oh, quite pleased with that.
So from that you can see that the results of the test seemed very positive. If you want to try this out, it's available on our website www.identityleathercraft.com. Let me know how you get on. Thanks for watching.